Okay.
Okay, yeah, welcome back for another video. This is about how your own practice. So we were talking about practicing when you get older because this is
Yeah.
now the first group of Ashtangis which yeah, are now getting into the 60s, 70s, maybe 80s, I don't know. Like how did your own practice like develop over the time of your over your lifetime? How does your practice look now? And yeah.
Yeah, I was, I'm going to be very honest with you. And I was cruising along really strong, really strong.
Mhm.
And then about 6 years ago, my daughter died.
Mhm.
And that was a really strong shock on my system
Mhm.
and on my whole, nervous system and my life. I kept practicing.
Mhm.
It was an anchor for me.
Mhm.
It kept me strong and healthy for the most part.
Mhm.
But I didn't address the full issue of grief and dying and all that. So I went in and out of different things, and I got sidetracked into different things that kind of led me away. And then I started softening my practice and not doing as much. And now I'm kind of incorporating more.
So you have really been practicing like the advanced series or something like every day until like you're whatever like 50
Yeah,
something or
yeah. I was doing primary, intermediate, and some of the advanced um, when I was in my late 50s,
mhm.
and then so she died. Um, yeah, I was like 58 or something like that,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Um, but I kept practicing, but then I started to see like my energy started to wane.
Mhm.
It started to diminish,
Mhm.
and I started to see like, okay, what do I need to do to maintain like a practice that keeps me healthy, keeps
Mhm.
me strong,
Mhm.
and keeps me,
Yeah, and that doesn't drain you
and it
out.
doesn't
Yeah.
drain me,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So that's what we're both discovering,
Mhm.
because
It's
we're
very
entering
interesting. Yeah.
into a phase of our life that there's a big transition
Mhm.
for everyone, a
Mhm.
man, a woman earlier. A
Mhm.
woman goes through it in her late 40s
Mhm.
and maybe into 50,
Mhm.
menopause, right? Where
Mhm.
they lose their menstrual cycle and the
Mhm.
hormones start to shift.
Mhm.
Men, it's a little bit later, but there's still a hormonal shift where it starts diminishing very early on. What's your age now?
32.
32. So right around, in your 20s, you have a certain amount of hormonal reserve, testosterone, and it
Mhm.
starts diminishing. In Ayurveda, it's called ojas,
Oh, just
and
yeah.
it's kind
I
of
heard
like
about.
your
Mhm.
essential juice that
Mhm.
you're given at birth, and it's there, and it's really strong, right?
Mhm.
It's strong when you're a teenager. You're full of that vim
Yeah.
and vigor, and
Yeah.
and then it starts to wane, and you have to know how to build it. So I was building it, and I felt good. I was young, and then had a healthy, young looking body. But I knew Ayurveda. I knew how to build my ojas.
Mhm.
Then it kicked in where I got super stressed,
Mhm.
and my what's called cortisol, or like a stress hormone, that
Yes.
gets kicked in
Yes.
because it was like a shock and a stress, and I was operating from this high cortisol level and kind of fight or flight, like what the hell, and you know, we were
Yeah,
here in Bali.
even when I met you like 2 years ago, you were still a bit I felt in this kind
Yeah,
of phase,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I was still kind of,
Yeah.
figuring it out and going, okay, my energy's not correct,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's been the hardest window of time for me
Hmm.
to kind of sort out what works and what doesn't. And I was going through a natural phase of my own life, but this accelerated the aging part.
Okay, yeah.
And again, to be honest with you, I was looking really good.
Hmm.
And then the last few years, I've aged more than I've ever have.
Oh, okay.
I still
Yeah.
feel like I look pretty good
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel good, but I've aged, you know, more so in these last 2 years than I ever have. And I could feel it.
So how did you adjust your practice? How does it look
So
right
I've had to modify. I keep the essential ingredients of the practice. I'll do Surya Namaskara A. I'll do B. You know, sometimes I won't do B.
Hmm.
I'll go through standing poses
Mhm.
for sure. That's my foundation. I
Mhm.
do that every day.
Mhm.
And then I'll do a mix of whatever I feel to do.
Okay.
Of primary, of intermediate.
Yeah.
I don't really throw in any advanced stuff anymore
Yeah.
unless I'm, you know, I haven't really been doing that.
Yeah.
But mostly kind of a mix of primary, intermediate. I'm not doing a bunch of vinyasas.
Yeah.
I might do a vinyasa here and there just to kind of stay warm. And depending on where I'm at, if I'm in Bali, it's warmer.
Hmm.
I'll add in, you know, less vinyasa. If I'm in
Okay.
California and it's colder,
Hmm.
I'll do more movement.
Hmm.
I know how to regulate my breathing and I can
Hmm.
increase the heat through my breath.
So yeah.
But I have to manage, you know, like if I do my practice, if I do too much and then I'm exhausted, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know? I want to feel juicy afterwards. I want to feel like, okay,
Yeah.
I have good energy.
Yeah.
And I can, you know, do the other things I want to do.
So the research is still going on for you, for
Yeah,
yourself, I guess, right? Always, yeah.
Always. We're constantly doing research, and we're always finding like new things about food and herbs and changing, you know, how much protein we eat or not.
Mm-hmm.
And Radha's kind of the alchemist with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cook. I just, you know,
She
she makes like a smoothie and she goes, I put this and this and this in it. And I was like, great, okay. So she's the magic magician
in the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Cool.
But you know, we have to refine all that stuff. When you get up, when you go to bed, what you're doing, you know, through the day. We're trying to find our way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see we have a pretty amazing spot to live in. So we're quite fortunate to have.
There's a jungle in the background. You can see.
If you flip the camera around and looked out at what we're living in the middle of the jungle in a river valley, you know. And so we're quite fortunate to have this kind of lifestyle. And but it's also still a challenge from inside, you know. There's still things. Everyone has their own karma, their own process, their own journey that they have to go through this time. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's about it. Good.